And now, on behalf of the Newfoundland Separation Federation, Jerry Boyle.
Hello, I am Jerry Boyle. Firstly, I would like to state that the recent outbreak of rabies recently in the Newfoundland wilderness area had nothing whatsoever to do with me. I do not now have, nor have I ever had, rabies. Not to mention the fact I was 2, 3, maybe 4 miles away from the said outbreak at the said time. Let us turn now to women's issues. I must admit, quite honestly, that I do not know exactly what all the issues are, but however, if I did, I'm sure I would support them wholeheartedly. People say, "Go away, Jerry. You will never get that women's vote. You are too macho." Well, I beg to differ. Jerry Boyle has a feminine side. I wash. I have been known to cook for two, and on occasion I nag. If this does not get the feminist vote, I do not know what will.
Brought to you by the Committee to Elect Jerry Boyle.
The Jugular with Barbara Frum.
Well, it's hurricane time again. This year it's Hurricane Hector, and the devastation is no less sensational than other years. We're going to go to Trinidad to talk to one of the survivors and assess the damage. Mrs. Marino, is there any real life-threatening danger, capital D? I mean, is it just pots and pans rattling around down there, or can we anticipate death or at least critical injury to innocent people?
Well, Barbara, it was terrifying, you know. Everyone suffered. The old, young, rich, poor. It's frightening for the old people and the children to lose their home, you know, and everything they own.
So you've lost your house, you've still got your life, what's the problem?
Well, Barbara, I lost everything. Everything.
Every year it's the same story, isn't it? I mean, Mother Nature huffs and puffs and the little house of sticks falls down. Has anyone down there heard of the 3 little pigs? Maybe it's time you took a good hard look at your building code.
Well, maybe, but it's too late for that now. We need temporary shelter. I've lost my home, Barbara.
Did you have a mortgage on your house?
No, Barbara.
So you're asking us to get upset about a house or a hut that you didn't even have a mortgage on. Let's face it, you had nothing and you've got nothing. Are you bitter?
Well, Barbara, I still have my friends and my children are in hospital.
I know, but can you carry on? Is there any hope at all left, or are you just too bitter?
Well, whatever you feel, you have to carry on.
I know that, but I'm looking for bitter here. Are you bitter?
What?
Bitter. I want bitter.
What?
Bitter. Are you bitter?
All right, Barbara, I'm bitter, 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 bitter.
Mrs. Marino?
What?
Goodbye. Now I'm going to talk to the hurricane. Okay, Hector, what does it feel like to have all that power? Hey, some meteorologists say that you're all blow, no bite. They say you won't make it to Texas, you're going to burn out in the Gulf. What do you say to that? Where? Hector? What do you say?
Oh, Barbara, I'm hoping to make it all the way to New York, you know?
Do you think they're going to be happy to see you in New York?
I don't know, Barbara. Like, people aren't usually happy to see a hurricane no matter what, you know? It's part of the job, I guess, but I'm hoping I'll be able to stir things up a little bit. Ha, ha, ha.
How does that make you feel? Does it make you bitter?
What?
Are you bitter?
Am I bitter? No, I mean, you know, I'm nature, and I don't get bitter by definition.
You give a good interview, but I can't keep this up forever.
Goodbye, Barbara. Goodbye forever.
Just two happy homos from somewhere round the bay. They had to come into St. John's because they're flaming gay. They fight at home, they fight at home, they fight in court, they fight in court because they're queens, councillors at large.
Duncan, Dr. Rogers here.
Where is he?
In here, Doc! Oh, he's been doing that since he got home.
Get the faggot out of here. The ref is blind, boy, blind!
Oh, he threw me around everything last night, Roger. I mean, it was kind of all right at first, right? But I can't live with him like this. I mean, is he snapped or what?
His neck is completely red. Have you checked underneath the bed?
No.
Give me a butt.
You know you don't smoke, Duncan.
Put a sock in it, Mary. Give me a butt.
Jesus, just as I thought. A 2 for a beer. Red neck. Oh, it's nothing to worry about. It's just he's got a very bad case of the macho swine flu.
Jesus, get the pansy field goal kicker off the field and go for the friggin' touchdown.
Jesus. The macho swine flu. That sounds bad. My God, how did these things get into your home at all?
Kill them all, let God sort them out.
Doc! Oh! I mean, like his accent's changed and everything. I mean, it's like he's possessed. Maybe I should call a priest.
No. 24 to 48 hours at the most, and he'll be back to his old self again.
Ooh, look at this. My God, you know, we were so happy. Well, you know, we were normal, you know.
Tell me about it, yeah.
Anyway, we were rehearsing this little number, truck driver number, for the Bar Association dinner and dance. Herself had to go down to the truck yard to get some hands-on experience. I knew he was going to pick up something. I mean, whatever's going around, Duncan's bound to pick it up.
Shut it up or get out.
Jerome, listen.
What?
It's a virus, all right? So you've got to let it run its course.
God, the macho swine flu. I suppose I'll be coming down to that next.
I don't think so, Jerome.
No?
I think you've got a natural immunity to it.
Oh.
Now listen, I want to warn you. Okay, he may pop in and out of himself as he gets better, okay? So in the meantime, I want you to dress up as a cheap waitress in a truck stop.
Oh, I think I got just a thing.
Oh, yeah?
Adam and Eve on a rift, coming up.
Right on, that's more like it.
Don't touch the candy unless you got the money to pay for it, smartass.
Jerome?
Duncan, is that you?
My God, Jerome. What are you doing in that rig out? Who's in the bed with me?
I'll have you notice it's my bedroom.
You bloody fairy, get out of this bed.
Doesn't mean you're not a nice person. Besides, pot calling the kettle black. Look who you're in bed with.
Come here, like kid. Oh my God, Jerome, he's after me. Come on, kid, you. I'll murder you.
You leave my friend alone, you.
Oh my God.
Jerome, Duncan,
I think you knocked him out. Oh, quick, let's get out of here before he comes around.
Last week, the world needed something to wear. To Nancy's bal masque, to fashion aid at FTT, to the Italian fete of the Four Seasons. Under the circumstances, it did what any sensible planet would do. It went to Bergman's to look for something black. It found Nina Ricci. The world was not disappointed.
Wow. The world was not disappointed. Wow, you know, Giselle, that is almost poetry.
It is poetry, Frank. My life is my poem. I see my life dipped in whirlpools of color intensity, glittering, glimmering, a seduction of surfaces. My life definitely beyond the crest of ordinary design.
Oh, wow. But you know, Giselle, after all that glitter and the endless runways, the paparazzi, when you come home and you let down your hair, I mean, who is the real Giselle?
Frank, I see ribbons of moon-washed light, the short splurge of a skirt, exploding into a trio of tears partnered by the beauty of a blouse.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. But I mean, like, say, first thing in the morning, okay? You're just getting up and you've got not a scrap of makeup on.
Impossible, darling Frank.
No, seriously, okay? There you are. You're in the cruel glare of the fluorescence. You're looking into the mirror. Now, what do you see?
Savage elegance. Less than serious earrings. The sleekest, healthiest hair. Put your hair on automatic pilot, Frank. All you have to be is you.
One thing I want to ask you. Let's suppose you were in a horrible 15-car collision. Okay, how would you see yourself then?
Oh, Frank, I can see the softness and shimmer of candlelight reflecting in the casual elegance of an oak coffin. A simple but daring brown shroud, the pathos of magenta lips, set off by the softest cloud of white satin sentiment.
Okay. And you've been rotting for 4 weeks, all right? Your putrescent corpse is being mangled by maggots. Now what do you see?
Oh, brown umbers, Frank, oranges, earth tones. The highest ever cheekbones, just a soupçon of a nose, partnered with the toothiest grin ever.
All right. Okay, you've been cremated then, okay? Now you're in hell. You're burning up in hell. Now what do you see?
Reds, Frank. True reds, blue reds, Paloma Picasso reds, glittering and dancing like the softest silk chiffon.
Come off it!
All right, Frank. I see a devil costume, okay? With them little ears and the long tail with the fluffy bit at the end, and one of them plastic tridents poking at the charred remains of my dear ear. Is that okay, Frank? Does that make you happier? Or is dear ear too heady a word for you?
Sorry.
Well, I hope you are.
We'll be back in 1 minute.
These are sad days for the Newfoundland Separation Federation, or the NSF as it is affectionately known. From the last election, we did not emerge victors as I predicted. However, I feel the brunt of the blame should be placed squarely upon my shoulders. I did not show up for the last election as promised. I slept in. My lucky alarm clock did not buzz. However, I feel it is more than a coincidence that the Newfoundland Light and Power cut me off on election day. They were trying to disorient and confuse me. They have succeeded. I would like to take this opportunity to announce that if I was elected, I would seriously consider crossing the House and joining either one of the three parties, or perhaps being shared by all three parties if need be. I am easy. Henceforth, I would like to announce my new campaign motto, I am easy. I have since discarded with my old campaign motto, more experience than you can shake a stick at. So, next election, come on along and vote for Jerry Boyle, the even-tempered lone wolf of the political scene. I am easy.
Next time, think Jerry Boyle.
Good evening. I'm Don Day, and this is a papal news brief. His Holiness the Pope, in the middle of his round-the-world tour, admitted that on first impression, the world did indeed appear to be round and not flat. Wearing his trademark white jewel-encrusted cardboard triangle, the pontiff brought his message of hope first to the United States.
Every day, we look to God for direction, the great director in the sky. We wonder about overtime. We say, overtime, no. The other questions that are asked by our people, we must come up with the answers. Priests marrying, no. Homosexuality, no. Abortion, no. Birth control, no. Women, no.
Then it was on to France, where the Pope spoke French.
Le mariage de la pétrise, non. L'homosexualité, non. L'abortion, non. Le contrôle de la naissance, non. Les femmes, non.
Then it was on to sunny South America, where the Pope took a more upbeat approach.
No, nada, nunca, nada más. Niet, ничего. No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. Will anyone play the wild rover? No, never, no more. Everybody, all 2 billion Catholics together sing. No, nay, never. Bum, 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 no, nay, never, no more.
After the tour, the Holy Father took a well-deserved rest at Lake Tahoe with good friend Frank Sinatra, where he said Mass at the graveside of mobster Sam Giancana. He stayed overnight at the palace, that's Caesar's palace, where he and Sinatra held secret talks. Reports have it that Sinatra has made the Pope an offer he can't refuse. Rumors have it that Sinatra has offered the Vatican $400 million, that's 1/2 of his personal fortune, in order to hear Sinatra's private confession. Vatican sources won't say anything, but our sources tell us the Pope has accepted the offer. We have a special report.
I'll look after Holiness.
I want to say it's really been a slice to have met you tonight.
Thank you very much, Holy Father.
Hello, Chico. How are you? Frankie. Frankie wants to have a word with me.
Frank Sinatra, Holy Father.
See you later.
Okay, Frank.
Frankie.
Holy Father.
Holy Father.
So, Frankie, you have committed some terrible sins. Sins that cannot be forgiven by an ordinary American priest or even a bishop.
Yeah, I guess that's right, Holy Father.
Frankie, why do you commit these sins?
For money, Holy Father. Money.
Money? Is money what you value most?
Yes, but I'm getting old now, Holy Father, and I can't take it with me. But I want to go to heaven.
I see. What is heaven worth to you, my son?
$100 million, Holy Father.
Don't insult God, my son.
$200 million, Holy Father.
All right. But if you want to be a headliner in the great casino in the sky, Frankie...
All right. $300 million.
Make it 400 million. And do it with a smile, Frank.
It's a deal, Holy Father.
Te inde ego te absorbo, in nome Dei Patris et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.
And now the end is near. I've come to make my last confession. I pay the Holy Father, oh please forgive my past transgressions. To think that Christ himself could be taken in with 400 women. Not a penny more, not a penny less. I'll pay God my way.
There is more joy in heaven over one mobster with millions, said the Pope, than a casino full of nickel and dime suckers. I'm Dawn Day. Good night.
I just feel so terrible. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Barbara. I feel like I'm gonna go out to lunch sometime and never come back again.
Oh, God, Janet, you're not a bit like Barbara. I mean, you're not a mindless blonde. You're a scheming brunette. So you see, it can't be like Barbara. You're more like Dolores. Because Dolores always wears flats, right?
God, Natalie, you're so shallow. I'm trying to tell you how I feel. I'm upset.
Right, and that makes you just like Dolores. Because remember that time Dolores lost her wallet and she got really upset?
I didn't lose my wallet. I'm having a personal crisis. I feel like there's no future for me.
That's exactly how Dolores felt. She lost her wallet, all her IDs were in it, all her cards and everything. God, you're so much like Dolores.
I am not like Dolores. Dolores is fat. Fat, fat, fat.
Hello, I am Jerry Boyle. If you are an artist, then we are similar in many ways. You artists are often called names. Lumbering, talentless lump. Fruity boy. Humorless lab experiment, to name but a few. The other day, someone asked me, Jerry, how do you feel about the arts? I answered unashamedly, I like the arts, with emphasis on dance. Why, early today, in fact, I was at the noon show, starring the lovely Monique, all the way from Montreal. People ask me, do the arts interest you? I say, dance does. But on a more serious note, there will be an election in this country sooner or later, God willing. And if you are overly sensitive, if your feelings are always being hurt, if you are called names in the street because of your sensitive nature, then you are like me. So why not vote for me and get someone speaking out on your concerns? Come be part of the Jerry Boyle momentum. Come, add your voice to the swelling throng. If you can mark an X, artistic or otherwise, then you're my kind of people.
Brought to you by Artists for Jerry Boyle.
Oh, go on, Duncan. The only reason you go to the ballet is to see the fellas with their arses out.
Ha ha ha, Trum. I goes to watch the gorgeous arm gestures. Oh, my nerves. We've been robbed. Robbed. Robbed.
Rob?
Rob, what's wrong with you, boy? Rob, look, the TV, the VCR, the bed, everything.
Oh my God, Duncan. We've been gutted out.
I feels violated.
Again.
Shh. What's that?
Oh my God, he's still in the house. Quick, lock the doors.
What?
Shh, don't frighten him off. Get out a nice bottle of Beaujolais and turn off the lights.
There's something wrong with you.
Anything for a bit of excitement.
We'll be killed in our beds, boy.
I thought you were dead last night and put on some soft music.
Sure, the stereo was gone.
Well then, hum.